Good afternoon, everyone. We are the part of Group 4.
Today we will tackle about the withering of rocks. The withering of rocks is the natural process to break down rocks into smaller pieces due to physical, chemical, or biological factors. The first element of withering rocks is physical withering. Physical withering or mechanical withering breaks down rocks and soil into smaller pieces through external forces like temperature changes, frost wedging, and abrasion by wind, water, and ice without altering the rock's chemical composition. This process increases the surface area of the rock, making it more susceptible to chemical weathering and erosion. Common examples include frost action in mountains, terminal expansion in these deserts, and abrasion by moving water and sediments that cause canyons and valleys. Physical weathering is the breakdown of rock into smaller pieces without changing their composition, usually caused by heat, cold, pressure, water, and wind. Chemical weathering is the breaking down of rocks into smaller pieces without changing their chemical composition. The rock stays the same substance, but it cracks, crumbles, or fragments because of physical forces.
The second element is weathering in rocks, the process where rocks are broken down by chemical reactions with their environment, such as water, oxygen, and acids. Unlike physical weathering, which only breaks rocks into smaller pieces, chemical weathering alters the chemical composition of the rock, creating new substances. A chemical reaction is a process where substances changes into new substances with different properties. This happens when atoms are rearranged by breaking and forming chemical bonds. Chemical rocks are formed when minerals dissolved in water come out of solution and harden. This usually happens through evaporation or precipitation. For example, when salty water dries up, it leaves behind rock salt, or even calcium carbonate settles. It forms into limestone.
Secrete acid that dissolve rock minerals. Key examples include roots widening, cracks, burrowing animals creating features, and organisms like lichens secreting substances that break down rocks. Biological weathering happens when living things like plants, animals, or microorganisms break down rocks, for example, roots growing into cracks or lichens releasing acids. Biological weathering happens when living organisms, plants, animals, and humans break down rocks and soils. Unlike chemical or physical process, this type of weathering is directly caused by biological activity.
That's all for our report today about withering of rocks. Thank you.